Hey everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel, and my name is Talia. I really have to learn how to say my name at the beginning of my videos so then you know how to, one, pronounce my name, two, know who the hell I am. So yeah, I'm sorry. But my name is Talia. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I just want to give a shout out to all my new subbies. Thank you so much for wanting to check me out and believing enough in me to hit that subscribe button. So I honestly appreciate it. And I also want to give a shout out to my ride or die supporters who have been there since day one, who are always in the comment sections. Thank you so much for your support. I honestly appreciate it. So let's get into today's video. So today is another episode of I Fed Into the Hype. I had to get the Melt Cosmetics Muerte palette. Well, I got the, the collection is called Amor Eterno, right? And I did get both palettes, the Vida palette and the Muerte palette, and I just had to. I just did. So I fed into the hype. Now they have been promoting this palette for a few weeks now. It does not come out until Black Friday, so that's November 29th. I decided to get it early, so whoever was on their email list, they sent a password to them to get early access, and I had to jump on it. And this is why. Look. Isn't she beautiful? I know, I've already swatched. I have impulse issues, so we're not going to talk about it. I have to be honest, I haven't really been excited. Like, I like, a lot of makeup, and there's been a lot of new releases that I will jump on and gravitate and just go ahead and purchase because it's new and it's just new. But this is the first palette all year, or just makeup product all year, that I've been like, this is what I'm talking about. It's different, it's new, it's innovative. The colors, I haven't seen another palette like this, period. So at least I haven't. I mean, if you can point one out to me, I will say, okay, touche. But no. She stands alone. Like, she just does. So nonetheless, today we will be diving in to this palette. So if you're interested in seeing what I create today with the Melt Cosmetics Muerte palette, by all means stay tuned. But before you get all cozy, there is a subscribe button that's located right over here, right? Alongside of it is the notification bell. You want to make sure that you click on both of them so you don't miss another video from your girl. Like, it's imperative. Like, I'm being consistent. I'm doing what I'm supposed to. And you want to be aware of when I post. You just do. So, go ahead. Right there. Click it. So, guys, I have to be honest. I didn't mind feeding in to the hype for this one. So let's talk about this palette, okay? So it is a part of the Amor Eterno collection, which comes with other stuff. So it comes with two palettes. You get eyeliners, you get brushes, you get a highlighter, whatever. But I only got the two palettes that came into the collection. So in this palette, you have 7 mattes and 3 shimmers, and this palette by itself is $58. Now, we're going to find out today whether or not she is $58 worthy. And I decided to spend my money on this because it just doesn't look like any other palette I have seen. Now, they also have, I think it's a Smoke Sessions palette, which has like some of these greens in it or something similar to them. And I do have that palette that I haven't used yet that is sitting back there. Yeah, so let's kind of just get into it. I am going to do some swatches for you so that you guys can actually see this thing. So I'm going to do some swatches for you guys so you can see what it looks like on my skin tone. These colors, and I have done some swatches. They are very rich in tone and definitely brown girl friendly. We know that if you are a lighter sister, this is going to show up on you. And it may, there's some reds in here that may cause some stainage, or they'll stain my brown skin too. But just know there's a good possibility. And I want to say that can't remember. I know it's not this one. This one's actually considered an eyeshadow palette and not a pressed pigment. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's an eyeshadow palette. I think the other one is pressed pigments. So nonetheless, let's get into some swatches. So how do you like the swatches? This palette is absolutely gorgeous. So while you are watching the swatches, I decided to go ahead and play around with the palette. I knew which colors I wanted to play with, but didn't know exactly I kind of knew what I wanted to do, but as I was playing with it, this palette is extremely rich. I mean, deep. So what I thought was gonna be, I don't know, like it's deeper than I thought it really was, truth be told. So I decided to pop a little bit of the green because I didn't want to, my hands are so dry, Lord. I didn't want to do a green this go around because I know when I did the Anastasia palettes, I used green, but I felt like it was necessary because it was like too dark if I didn't pop a little bit of the green in there. So even the red is, I don't know if it was the brush because I did use smaller brushes to create this look. I don't know if it was the brushes, but as you can see, yeah, she's nice and deep. So let's go ahead and do the other eye. So let me know right now as you're watching down in the comment section what you think so far. I will say I didn't have any issues with the blendability, even with the smaller brushes. Like I actually don't have any fluffy brushes that I used to create this, but like she's mad rich, Lord. And I didn't add any like water or whatever to get that blue to pop. Yeah, she's a beauty. Yeah, she's cute. So for my eyeshadow base, I am going with the P. Louise Rumor 4. And we're just going to pat this down. And the brush I'm using is by P. Louise. This is the big, it doesn't have any numbers on it, but it was a part of that P. Louise brush trio. So I'm going to apply the eyeshadow the same way I did here. Now there was a step that really wasn't necessary, but because I did it on this, I am going to do it on this one. So the shades Velorio and Sangre, they look different, right? But maybe because it was the brush that I used, they kind of come off really similar. So the first shade I'm going to put on is Velorio, and I'm going to put it in my crease. And she applies like an eggplant color. You see how deep she is? And I'm just tapping in the shade. I'm just tapping, but you see how it's not coming on patchy? I'm going in with Sangre next. Do you see this? Like they don't look that much different going in, like tapping on it. Very similar, I think. Like you can see a little bit more red, but not for real. So that's why I said like it like that's why I was saying like you could use like one or the other, but because I did it on my right eye, I had to duplicate it. Okay. So I'm gonna go in with Corazon and go right above Sangre. And I am using the same brush that I just used for Sangre, yeah. And you see, and like I'm just using tapping motions and they're blending on their own. This palette is crazy. And I'm gonna go back in with Sangre just to blend it all out. And I do have a color switch. I'm just trying to not get so many brushes dirty this go round. That's a task when you have to wash it. Okay. Beautiful blend. No qualms there. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna cut the crease. And at this point, you guys know how it is to cut a crease. And you've seen me do it on this channel. So I'm going to save time and cut the crease off camera and then come back to apply the other shades. So let me go ahead and do that now. Like, ugh, the pigmentation is dumb. I can't deal. Okay. And the brush that I use to cut my crease is the Morphe M410 brush. This little flat brush right here. Can you see? Just in case you were wondering. She's pretty dope. I like her. So I'm going to go in with my Morphe M423. And I'm going to go in with the shade Lágrimas. And I'm just going to place it right here. Can you see? This camera's doing the most. And I'm not rushing the process. I'm just tapping, placing the color down. All right. I can't remember what I did first. I can't remember. I think I did go in after Lágrimas. I went in with Katrina. And she's right here. This beautiful shimmery navy blue. And just stamping. And try to get as close as you can to the crease to make sure that you're covering all spots where that primer is. I'm so sick of this lens. And let's see what this blue does. Lord, give me the strength to make it through. See what this blue does. Damp, if it gets more of a metallic shade. Not really, because I guess it's a lot more glitter than it is shimmer. So we just want to make sure that these two shades are blended in together. So we're gonna go in with the shade Velorio, and we're gonna use this Morphe brush R43, and we're going to tap it into our lash line like we would if we were applying eyeliner. And then you're going to bring it up. Is that how I did it? Yeah. You're going to bring it up like you would if you were doing a wing liner. And just make sure that you're not going into your Lágrimas shade. Okay, and so above the Velorio, we're going to go in with Sangre again. And stamp it right above that shade. Slightly above. They're gonna marry one another. They're gonna kind of blend in with each other. Again, this was not necessary, but I did it with the right eye. All right, and then we're gonna go in with Corazón and go right above the last shade. Okay, and we're gonna, did I say what? I can't remember if I mentioned this brush. This is the M167, and we're gonna go back in to the shade Katrina. You want to make sure that you're blending everything together. Like this side, I might have, yeah, I think that, I don't know, I might have skipped a step or added an extra step to this eye than I did this one, because Corazón is brighter on this side than it is this one. Damn it. Yeah, I don't think I added Sangre to this one. Yeah, I don't think I did. So now I gotta do it to the other side. Okay, that sucks. Yeah, because I don't think I did. Okay, so I am going to apply my foundation off camera because I'm doing another video for that. And then I'll be back so then we can focus on our waterline, our lower lash line, and wrap up this look and do our lippy and all that good jazz. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, so now that we have our face on, I didn't put any bronzer on. I just have my foundation, concealer, and setting powder. So we're going to go ahead and finish up this look. For my eyeliner, I'm not really sure what I want to do there. I've been using the hell out of these P. Louise Mitchell Acid Rain. So maybe, just maybe, I'm gonna use it again today. Maybe, let's see if I can lighten it a little bit. So I'm gonna take Nitro by the P. Louise times Mema Mitchell and mix it with a little bit of the P. Louise Rumor Zero, which is a white, to see if I can get a minty shade out of it. Now I'm just gonna take a little bit of the white and just put it in the back of my hand. I mean, as you can see, I use it as a palette anyway. And then take my brush and tap it into Nitro. Scoop enough out to mix it. It lightened it some. Okay, so let's see how this works out. It's not a mint, but it's a lighter blue. It's like a turquoise, right? Okay, and let's see. I'm gonna go in with the clean R43 brush, and I'm gonna take a little bit of Lágrimas, which is this mint shade right here, and I'm just gonna dab it underneath the liner, stamp it. I need to work a little harder to give you guys more wearable looks. But when I see color or the opportunity for me to be creative or to be somewhat different, I go for it. Okay, and I'm just going to blend it out just a little bit. This brush is pretty stiff, like you're not gonna get like a soft blend, but it will definitely get rid of the harsh edges. Lord have mercy. For our next shade, we're gonna go in with this nice forest green shade in Duelo. I mean, that green, oh God. Look at this, y'all. This shade is, this whole palette is beautiful. I'm just gonna go back in with Lágrimas and kind of marry the two shades together. Do I want to deepen just a little bit on the sides with this blue? Perhaps. So we're gonna take this navy blue shade right here, Noche Eterna, and we're just going to stamp a little, just right there. Nothing crazy, just the outer corner. Nothing crazy. And just blend the harsh lines. Okay. And we're gonna take a little bit of Angelito and place it in our inner corner. I'm gonna refresh this side too because I don't know why I put it down first before I did my concealer and all the other good jazz, because it disappeared on me. Okay, and then we're gonna go into Calaca and dab a little bit of that in the mix. This shade is a little dusty, like it doesn't look it wants to cling on to anything. That might be a shade that we would have to wet. So what we're gonna do now, we're going to put our mascara on, put our lashes on. I'll leave all that information down in my description box. The lashes that I'm gonna put on, I believe they're discontinued. I did get them from, wasn't it, Bombshell Cosmetica, and I think that that line is no longer available. So I don't want to even tell you, you know, the style of lashes. And then we'll come back, do our bronzer, all that stuff. And if you want to see that process in the highlighter, and yeah, I'll be right back. We haven't gone and played with this in a while. We've been giving our Sephora bronzer a lot of attention, so, and she's nasty, like makeup everywhere. So I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty Sunstalker Mocha Mommy bronzer. I don't know why I took my scarf off this early. And this brush is by Wet n Wild. They don't have it anymore. It was a limited edition collection they had last year. And I did look. They don't have it. So that's why I'm not mentioning. And then we're going to go in with my Sephora Pro palette. And we're going to go in with Epic to contour. Same brush. I don't want any harshness. Okay, and then I'm going to go in and mix with Premier and After Party. Same brush. For my highlighter, I'm going to use my Professional Kiss New York Pro Touch Bronze and Glow Highlighter. Listen, this was like the best $7 I ever used in my life. Went to the beauty supply store and saw this baby. My God. She's sick, okay? And I'm gonna take my M330 and highlights and my upper lip. Listen, I just want to put this highlighter everywhere. And I'm just going to, I don't really contour my nose. I'm just gonna go in with Epic. Just do the top part of my nose where my bridge starts. And take it all the way up to my brow. Okay. And for my lip combo, I'm going in with Juvia's Place Mina, and the other one is a Freak. What I'm gonna do, where is my Vino? I'm gonna take Vino by MAC. That's what I should have done first. All right, y'all. So this is the final look using the Melt Cosmetics Muerte palette. So what do you think? Listen, I felt like the final result, it was like, you know, touch and go for a second, but I feel like the final result, I swear I hate doing my lip. I always had them looking mad lopsided on myself. So, yeah, it was touch and go as far as the look was going. Like, I wasn't sure where I was going to end up with it because the shades were so deep, but, I like it. I feel like it goes along with the theme of the palette. Like, yes, what do you think? This is so dope. I really do like it. The blendability was perfect. Now, as far as the woman that is, or the man, whoever's into makeup, who is this palette for? It is someone who is not afraid to get deep with color. Like, these shades are dark. Because even like that mint shade, she's pretty deep too. Like, yeah, she's deep. So if you're not afraid of color, if you're not afraid to rock a vampy, dark kind of look, like, yo, this is nice. This is nice. Oh yeah, I give this a 10 out of 10 hands down. Melt Cosmetics, you guys did that. Like, yeah. This is crazy. Is it worth $58? Yep, sure is. Absolutely. Like I can't, there's no qualms with that. And I did mention in my new releases, my new makeup releases, that Milk Cosmetics also has affiliation with Zezzle to where you can make 4 installments and you don't have to pay the whole $58 at one time. So you can take advantage of that if you're interested in getting anything of their, any products of theirs. You can definitely do that. That is an option for you. I am definitely digging this palette and I recommend it to give it a go if you're into shades like this. So yeah, the palette's pretty dope. I don't know what else to say other than it's pretty great. If you decide to get this palette, yo, let me know what you create out of it because I want to see everybody rock this palette. I just want to see what you come up with because it's so beautiful that, and it complements everyone, especially if you're into shades like this. So let me know down in the comment section what you think about this look that I created today. And also too, let me know whether or not you're gonna get the anything from their collection. I would love to know. If you have a YouTube video, go ahead and drop that link down in the comment section using these products. And yeah, and I will go out and support you as well. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you want to connect with your girl, you can follow me on everything Talia Zykini. That's on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. And I will definitely catch you all in the next. Bye. Llegó la mami que todo desespera, te deja boca abierta cuando